Hello, wonderful people. I hope you are doing great. My name is Demba. Sometimes students call me Thomas. I am originally from Mauritania, but I have been living in Turkey for the past 5 years. So, I am a computer engineering graduate. I have graduated last year, 2023. And since then, I've been working both on my field, which is a computer engineer, as a software developer, and in my private time or in my spare time, I used to teach English since 2022. Speaking more than 7 languages, in fact, fluent in 5 of them, I can label myself as a polyglot, and I actually admire learning new languages because it gives you the chance to learn that society's culture, the things that are related to them in general, and it helps you build, a wider network, a broader network. And I'm still actually learning other languages. I'm very far away from stopping learning new language because I think it's one of the best feeling you can ever sense. And otherwise, I like to teach languages as well, not just learning them. After learning a language, I try to teach it because I know the best way to learn something is to actually teach it. And using my techniques actually that I usually used to learn new languages, I try to apply the same techniques as a scientific, theory to try to see, is this technique actually the best way to learn a language. So I always try to find the best technique to teach people language in a shorter time, and to help them improve the language. Yes, I like traveling. I was very fortunate back in 2021 and 2022 to spend a full year in Portugal. In fact, one of the reasons I learned English was that I wanted to go with Erasmus Plus program. So I learned English in 3 months. Yes, you have heard it right. I've learned English in 3 months, and I did the Erasmus exam, which was not a so easy exam. It had a lot of grammar, a lot of listening and speaking and writing. So I got a grade of 94 out of 100. So that's when I realized that I had skills on learning new languages, and in fact I was really successful. Yeah, so I went to Erasmus. I spent 1 year in Portugal, allowing me to travel around all the European countries such as France, Belgium, Italy, Spain, Portugal itself. So spending this 1 year in Portugal, guess what? I have 1 year with this wonderful nation and society. So I took that as a chance to learn the Portuguese language as well. So I learned Portuguese language. Of course, I took a course. They gave us, a free course at the university, which has helped us to boost our beginning level. Afterward, practicing with the locals, I was really able to master the language in few months. Yes, and that allowed me actually to widen my network around Portugal. I had friends in Lisbon. I have a lot of friends in Porto, which I'm still talking to. I have a lot of other international friends. As you know, Erasmus is an opportunity that is going to give you it's a program that is going to give you the opportunity actually to meet a lot of people all around the world, all over the world. So I was able to have friends from Germany, to have friends from Netherlands, to have friends from even Brazil. There was actually some people from Brazil as well. And yes, I am still in touch with those people, which is a very wonderful feeling. And yes, so that was one of my best experiences I have had. Other than that, here in Turkey, I used to teach English in a English learning school, just as a part-time, just as a way to boost my social network, to talk with people, to help people. I kind of like those kind of things because I think it makes you more human, it makes you more fulfilled. not just, I love my department. I used to write codes for hours, and I don't get bored from writing code sitting in front of my computer. But at the same time, I didn't want to risk or to sacrifice my social network or my social skills. So I was like, the best way to keep it and to actually improve it is to expose myself to the public, So I went to an amazing English center, which is an international English center here called Just English. And I gave them some courses, some of my time during the weekends. I had C1 classes, B1, B2, private speaking. I have run private speaking clubs and a lot of things, which has actually improved my public speaking skills. Other than that, I have also taught French and Arabic because I know those languages, and I know the best way to conserve them in my brain is to utilize them. Nowadays, as someone who lives in Turkey, I use mostly Turkish, which I'm very proficient at, and I use English. I have some Arab friends, I talk to them in Arabic. I use English in my school or to help my friends and others to improve their English. So yeah, we can keep talking for hours. I just want to say that I'm trying to use the language skill that God has bestowed upon me. Let's say I'm not an angel, but to use those skills to just apply them in you, to try to teach you this language, whether it's English, French, or Arabic. So mostly what I do with my student is to first of all have a first 3 hour of class and try to test their skills, try to label them as a beginner, intermediate, or an advanced. So after that period, I will try to find the best way for this student to learn this language, because everyone, I believe, have a different method or a different way they can learn faster. And actually what I've realized, most of the students have this problem. They have tried to learn English before, or they actually had learned English, taken it from the somewhere in their educational journey, from maybe primary school to high school, and they end up not managing to learn this wonderful language of English or French or Arabic. Okay, so they will be in this state of mental or brain disappointment. I kind of like to label it as that, a brain disappointment. So what I mean by that, I mean like the students, they try to learn English as much they could, but they ended up not learning this wonderful language. So they start saying, oh, we actually have lost that enthusiasm of learning English. It's kind of dream when you are a child to learn English and you grow up to speak English, but they end up losing that that dream. They end up losing that enthusiasm. So what I try to do is to reinstall that dream, the dream of learning English, speaking English in their brains, and actually make them believe, or actually show them that they are actually capable of learning this wonderful language. And then what I do is to use the techniques that are very suitable for them and teach them the language. At the same time, I will provide to them a very safe environment. I like to laugh, I like to make jokes, I like to, learning English or any language or anything should be fun, because the funnier it is, the more you are having fun, the more you will be more energized and more motivated to keep learning. So I give them a safe environment, a very indeed fun environment to express themselves freely, to make mistake, to laugh at themselves, to just improve themselves without feeling the need to push any other personal I don't know how to label it, to just be very content free, in ease. Okay, so that actually helps them improve their language very fast. So here what we are going to do is you are going to take a 1 hour trial course with me, and then we will see. I strongly believe you will find my techniques very helpful. and I can't wait to see you in my class to talk about traveling, about culture, about food, about everything. And see you.